Hey, good morning, everybody. It's that time again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're here. Hey, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. First Monday of October. Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Leadership Month. You may want to share this out. I'll be sharing tips all month on leadership in certain ways and certain things. Let's see, who was that? Chairman, how are you? Mel's. I can never say the names because I can't read them. They're so tiny. Good to see you. Big hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do see the two hearts, and good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Sean Murphy. I am your international speaker and trainer. I am your soup du jour for mental toughness and creativity. Let me just give you some stats on me. 5-time #1 best-selling author, international speaker, trainer. I've stood on stage in over 30 countries. I've been paid to speak on over 30 stages, on over, I don't know how many hundreds of stages, thousands of stages in over 30 countries, simultaneously translated into over 40 different languages. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a ranch owner, and I'm an event doer. We have an event coming up this week called The Path, where I walk you through step by step what it's going to take for you over the course of the next 12 months to unlock your greatness. But the first thing we do on this event that's coming up, this 3-day live event here on the ranch, is I walk you through your limiting beliefs, and we literally crush them. I don't mean we change them. We literally crush them. How do I know we crush them? Because your identity freaks the hell out. See, your identity is keeping you stuck where you are. The challenge is that your leadership is based upon an identity somebody else gave you. Let me let that sink in for just a moment. Your belief on money, your leadership capability, your leadership skill as it relates to money is based upon how your parents taught you about money, how your ex taught you about money, how a spouse taught you about money, how a fill in the blank. If you've ever gotten in trouble for spending money, that's a leadership pattern. And you won't get in trouble again for making money, because if you have money, what are you going to do with it? You're going to spend it. So how many of you drop a $ in the chat if you are afraid to make money because you're afraid to get yelled at because you spend it? And listen, I'm talking about you buying normal stuff, you buying regular things. See, the challenge with leadership, here's the challenge with leadership, is that you have to learn how to lead you first. This isn't a do as I say do business model. Life is not a do as I say do. You should do this. You know why kids rebel? Do you know why kids get frustrated, aggravated, ticked off, don't listen? Is because you tell them what to do and you never did it yourself. So I don't speak from theory. I do not listen carefully. I do not speak from theory. What I'm teaching you is based upon the reality that is called my life, is the reality called me, is the reality called what I am doing. I'm living this moment by moment. The reason I come up and I teach you this whole year, right now we're in month 10. For the last 9 months, there has been 9 unique topics. Could you imagine 9 times 3, 270 days of diving in, digging in, and finding out what really is important? This course, this when we finish this up on 12/31, all of these Zooms, the 365 days, it'll be a $5,000 program that people can go watch. People have access to just the year of 2022. It's a $5,000 program because each month is designed to lead you through a process. See, that's what leadership is. Let me ask you this. In my 12 weeks with Sean, one of the programs that I have, in my 12 weeks with Sean, I'll ask you the first 3 questions as it relates to leadership. Let me ask you, what kind of leader are you? Get a little MCT in my brain. This conversation powered by ketones. If you'd like a 5-day trial, reach out to me. Let me ask you again, what kind of leader are you? Number 2, what do you really need to be leading in? You can say you're a leader. Many of you are out for a walk. Ooh, snap. Many of you can say you're a leader. Many of you can say you're a leader. The challenge is you're out for a walk because nobody is following. You're calling yourself a mentor. To who? Mentors don't teach. Mentors don't seek people out. Mentors are sought out. Those are individuals that people want to get around. They want to hang around. They want to be around. Mentors are the people that they sit in the corner and they watch you. Sometimes you'll get a tap on your shoulder to see if you're ready to be mentored. So let me ask you, here's question number one. What kind of leader are you? Number two, what are you really leading? Question number two, what are you really leading? And number three, what kind of leader are you preparing to be in 6 months? Because you know the economy is going to change. Winter is coming. Physically, winter is coming for many of us. Metaphorically, winter is coming for a whole bunch of people. Winter is coming for a whole bunch of people economically. And it could be a long winter. We think we were just out of winter. Now we kind of went right back into fall. We went winter back to fall, and now we're going back into winter again. A lot of people are going to be struggling here. I hope not. I pray not. But here's the thing. If you're in this powerful profession of network marketing, if you're on the professional side of network marketing, most people have never seen the professional side. Most people have never had a professional side of conversation, a professional conversation about network marketing. Most people have never had a professional conversation about personal development. Most people have never had a professional conversation about how to dream bigger, how to set goals properly. If you're still asking people, tell me your why, that's so like 2000. But Sean, it still works. It doesn't still work. If 98% of the population is still struggling, if 98% of the people who join network marketing never make a check over $5,000, probably more like 99% of the people never make $5,000 total in their career. So don't tell me that why still works. Why works for you because you make people tell you stuff that they don't even want to tell you. That's not leadership. That's called dictatorship. That's called manipulation. Ooh, I'm going to get in trouble for this one. Some leader's going to call me today and go, what are you talking about? Asking people their why is manipulation. I'll say, yeah, it is. How's it working for you? What's your turnover rate in your business? What's the turnover rate? How many people did you sponsor this month or replacements for last month? So here, let's get serious about it. Leadership. What kind of leader are you? What is it that you're leading people from? Oh, wait, what? See, we're all talking about leading people towards their goals, towards their dreams, towards their wants, towards their wishes. The challenge is nobody knows what the hell they're leading them from. When you understand that sentence, when you understand that statement, where are you leading them from? Here's why you suffer most. Here's why you struggle most. Here's why most of the times your conversations don't really work that well with people. Is because their identity of where you're leading them from, you didn't give them enough permission. They didn't allow themselves enough permission to leave the identity that has been their entire life behind. How many of you have ever asked anybody where you're leading them from? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to give you a percentage of how many of you have asked people where are you leading them from, and the end of the percentage is zero. Zero, unless you've been trained by me. I know that sounds egotistical, and that sounds ballsy and everything else. The challenge is that from this day forward, if anybody asks you, so listen, what are we leaving behind? You'll know they were on this call. You'll know they've been inside of my inner circle. Why would you tell us that now? Some people are part of your community and they've never heard that before. They weren't ready for it. I'm tired of people going out and professing they're certified life coaches and they're certified trainers and they're certified mentors and they're certified this and certified that. They're not worth the paper it's written on. Why? Because anybody can go get a certificate. Anybody can go get a certificate. Have you done the 10,000 hours? Show me your 10,000 hours. Show me your 10,000 hours where you've actually become the expert. You've become the outlier. Somebody thinks they make a check for $5,000. I promise you that doesn't make you a mentor. Somebody has access to the YouTube. It doesn't make you a trainer. Somebody can do lives every day. You'll learn, you'll go along the way. But then the fact that you do 10,000 hours, that doesn't qualify you for leadership. Many of you have been alive for 10,000 hours. Listen carefully. Many of you have been alive for more than 10,000 hours. Do the math. 10,000 hours divided by 24, that's the number of days, divided by 365. You've been alive for more than 10,000 hours. What's the results of your life so far? You want to talk about leadership? You want to get down in the dirt? You want to go bare knuckles in this conversation? Here's the conversation. Are you comfortable leading people to where you're at right now? Here's the reason why so many people struggle. The people who are leading them are stuck where they're at. They might be a half a step ahead. They might be one house payment away from being broke. But the challenge is that we've got people who are following people who are stuck where they're stuck. And we wind up with this log jam of frustration, aggravation, and people change and quit businesses because we believe the phrase, grass is greener on the other side of the fence. It's easy to listen to new. It's easy to listen to easy. It's easy to listen to opinions. Or you should be doing this. And here's the, listen, until you start making yourself valuable, it's easy to have a following. It's easy to have people watch you. Last I checked, you're not on the sitcom Friends getting paid $1 million an episode just for showing up. But the reason why could they pay them $1 million or whatever it was an episode is because they had viewers. They had advertisers who wanted eyeballs. Do you have a list of people that you have eyeballs that you can go market something to, teach something to, manage something to? The thing that cracks me up is that there was an icon in social media. She had 1 million followers, started a t-shirt line, started a clothing line, sold 2 t-shirts. I don't know, maybe it's 26 t-shirts. She sold 26 t-shirts with 1 million followers. Why? Because everybody told her, oh my God, you got 1 million followers. You should start a t-shirt line. You should start a clothing line. Sold 26 t-shirts. You want to see how reality is? You want to see how tough things are? Go sell something. Go sell something. Go sell your training. Go sell a course. You'll find out real quick how valuable people think you are. Just saying. So this is a month of leadership. This isn't going to be about, listen, I've had some velvet hammer months where I swing at you and give you a little bit of a hit you in the shin and you go, ow, that hurt. This month will leave a mark. I promise you, it'll leave a mark. We're talking about what real leadership is. What do you do when you're not on stage? What do people say about you when they see you in the green room of life? How many people do you help that nobody knows about? Are you one of the ones that when you help people, you got to be in front? You need the camera. I have a lot of friends in the military. I've not served in the military, just to be clear. I have a tremendous amount of friends in the military who I help them with PTSD and rewire their brains and do a lot of things. And they make fun all the times because I have some very dear friends. I have one very dear friend. He's a Marine colonel, for 30 years. He was did 2 presidential inaugurations. Pretty key, pretty amazing soul. I meet a lot of people in my world, especially up here in Arkansas, who are Army folks, go Army, and they always laugh about the Marines. Do you know what a platoon of Marines is? I think it's 12 people, right? 1 doing the job and the other 11 to take pictures. So are you a platoon of success? Just you and 11 other people taking pictures of you, showing you how great you are, telling you how great you are? This idea that you look away from the camera when you're doing your photos and your pictures. Listen, get real. Give people, if connection is through the eyes, why are you looking away and not giving people a chance to see you? Maybe it's because what you have to offer, you don't even want to look at. Oh shit. Did he just do that? Yeah. Human nature is human nature. What's sexy doesn't sell. What's sexy is temporary. Give somebody a chance to look you in the eye, and you look them in the eye and tell them you've got something that can serve them. What is the internal message that you give? What is the internal fire that people see from you? What are people saying about you? Go out and ask people, what would you describe? How would you describe my leadership? And then be careful. Be careful. Be careful what you hear back, is because it'll be a lot of fluff. It'll be like those big fluffy donuts that, boy, they taste good, but they're probably not doing a whole lot good. Whole lot of good for your success nutrition. Follow me? It's Monday. Your days, you're 1 day closer to the grave. And the level of leadership that you're performing right now, I'll ask you this, could it be better? I know the answer for me is, oh, hell yes. And I do my best to step into the frontier, into the unknown. Some of you, when you step into the unknown, you turn around and you start backing into the unknown, and you can't see shit, and you're knocking stuff over left and right and center, and you're not seeing, you're stumbling over all of your success because it's right there as close as your skin. You're right there as close as your skin. And Claudia knows this. When you are growing, you become a target because you're the thing that's moving. People want to shoot a moving target. They feel bad. They're not going to shoot something that's sitting still. They want a moving target. And some people are great at shooting at a moving target. How many of you have been put 5 foot away from a dartboard and can't hit the dartboard? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I can't hit the dartboard. Some of you are inches away from your goals and you can't hit it, you can't see it because you're not leading yourself to it. You're doing all the cool things. You're doing what all the cool kids want you to do. I can promise you, if you changed everything on the outside of you, follow me on this. If you changed everything on the outside of you, would people still follow you? If all of a sudden you painted your hair pink, if all of a sudden you started swearing a little bit, if all of a sudden you changed the times, you never had the consistency of times, would people still find you? Would they be asking, where'd they go? I need some of that info. If you dropped an impromptu webinar, how many people would show up? Listen, I'm just asking you these questions because this is how you determine what real impact you're having. Isn't leadership impacting people? There's a big difference between impact. Hey, happy data 3, how are you? When you realize what impact is what truly is, it's not about smacking people around. Although that's what I'm kind of doing to you right now. I'm waking you up so that my goal is when you leave this conversation today, You've got you to think about. I haven't told you one thing to do. I haven't said you should do this. I'm just awakening you to some of the things you're already doing that are keeping you a little stuck. Here's the reality. You don't deserve to be stuck. You didn't make yourself stuck. You didn't make yourself stuck. I just want to make sure that sounded right. You didn't do the sticking. Your self-talk did the sticking. The challenges you have with relating to your conversations did the sticking. You holding on to an identity that your mom said you're not good enough, or your dad said you'll never amount to anything, or that an ex said you'll never be loved. That's an identity you've adopted. And here's the thing, because you've adopted it, you've adapted to it, and now that's who you are. If you're a parent, if you're a mom, you're a dad, you have kids, and the kids make it through the day, literally, they make it through the day, you're an amazing leader. If you have friends that still like you, you're an amazing leader. So let me ask you a tough question. Where's your leadership manual? Where's your leadership manual? See, this is Napoleon Hill's leadership manual. Think and Grow Rich. What do your kids have to follow? Do you have your journals? Right? Do you have your journals for leadership? Do you have your lessons of what worked and what didn't? You want to start becoming a leader, start journaling. Start journaling. How does that make me a leader? You have lessons. You have lessons. And you have these lessons of what worked well and what doesn't work. That'll change your life forever. I have a hard time journaling. You have a hard time leading too. Well, I don't know what to put down. You don't know what to lead. What's the leading? What's the lessons that you need to learn? What's the training that you need to have? I ask my students, the people I personally mentored, the people who are part of my inner circle, I ask them, do you answer the 3 questions every day? And here's the 3 questions. You can write these down. Number 1, what did I do well? And you answer these before you go to bed. And the reason is that you want your brain working on things to solve and bring solutions into your life. Question 1, what did I do well? What could I have done better? Question number 2, what could I have done better? What could I have improved on? Not what did I fail at? You'd never get to sleep. Number 1, what I do well. Number 2, what could I have improved on? And number 3, activate the reticular activating system. If you believe in the law of attraction, why are you not activating the law of attraction into your favor? Ask question number 3, what contact, resource, or skill do I need to come into my life tomorrow? Jim Rohn said, never start your day till it's finished on paper. Question 1, what did I do well? Question 2, what could I improve on? Question 3, what talent, skill, or contact do I need to come into my life tomorrow? And you'll be amazed that all of a sudden you'll start to have days that sound like this. You won't believe what happened. You won't believe what happened. Oh my gosh, you won't believe what happened. You start asking that 3rd question, what talent, skill, or resource do I need to come into my life tomorrow? Your brain goes off on a journey because it's going, we've not answered that question before. We can access the entire source of information that exists in all universes, and we can start to move things in our direction to our favor. So there you go. There's your conversation for leadership. This is going to be a tough month, but here's the thing. When you get through it, when you get through this month of leadership, you will have new skills that you will get to take with you forever. Forever. You'll have new ideas that will come to you forever. You'll see things in a way you've never saw them before, and therefore you get to see everything in a new way forever. Here's the challenge, though. Here's the challenge. A recipe requires all of the ingredients. If you're not, and that's okay, if you're not part of the VIP community, it means you're going to miss out on the weekends. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is worth the $5,000 a month. But you don't have to pay $5,000 a month. You can join the community for $50 a month. If I shared with you something today that has inspired you, and you think you could make $50 with this information, then it's really, you're not being fair to me by not joining me and paying me for that information. Just saying, you probably could pay me for that. So if you want to send me a Venmo, just reach out to me and you can send me Venmo for $50 for today. Or you can go to personal undevelopment.com, and you can join us in the Zoom room. That's going to happen as soon as I end this call on Instagram and on YouTube. I get to go have a conversation with my VIPers. All right, everybody. I love you tons. Lead yourself in a way you've never led yourself before today. Just be aware of the amazing skills of leadership you already have. And this month, we're going to sharpen them a little bit. We're going to throw away some old leadership skills that don't work anymore. After all, it is 2022. All right, everybody. I love you tons. I appreciate you. Thanks for being a part. I love you, Mel's Chairman. Let's see. Mel's Fit Chairman. There we go. Maybe that's it. I love you bunches too. Big hugs. Big hugs. I love you tons. All right, everybody. I'll see you where? At the next event. I'm going to end Zoom, not Zoom. I'm going to end YouTube first. Stop the live stream. YouTube, I love you bunches. I appreciate you. I'll see you where? At the next event. Till then,